Kung ang kahulugan ng Noli Me Tangere ay touch me not, ano naman ang kahulugan ng El Filibusterismo? Touch me please.
So for this recorded discussion will be about el filibusterismo. So the learning outcomes, understand the context of el filibusterismo, appraise how el filibusterismo contributed to the national consciousness and the revolution, and lastly, identify the analytical perspective on el fili. So first, we have the translation of el fili, which is the filibusterism, the subversive, or the subversion, as in the Luxin English translation, are also possible. And it is also known by its alternative English title, The Reign of Greed. It is the second novel written by Jose Rizal, and it is the sequel to Noli Me Tangere, and like the first book, it was written in Spanish, published in 1891 in Ghent, Belgium. Then the novel's dark theme departs dramatically from the previous novels' hopeful and romantic atmosphere, signifying Ibarra's resort to solving his country's issue through violent means. After his previous attempt in reforming the country system made no effect and seemed impossible with the corrupt attitude of the Spaniards towards the Filipinos. Um, this is um, really different since in um, when Jose Rizal is writing Nonimi Tangere, he took time in writing. It is really joyous. There is humor in Nonimi Tangere. But on this El Fili, he cut it short. He want to end the second novel as soon as possible because it is very dark for Rizal. And also, he has no funds for El Fili. That's why he finished the second novel as soon as possible. And the portrayals of the Spanish government's abuses and corruption, again, on this novel, along with Rizal's involvement in organizations that aim to address and reform the Spanish system and its issues. It led to Rizal's exile, to the Pitan, and eventual execution. So both the novel and its predecessor, along with Rizal's last poem, are now considered Rizal's literary masterpiece. So Rizal's novel had a profound effect on the Philippine society in terms of views about national identity, the Catholic faith, its influence on the Filipinos' choice, and the government's issues in corruption, abuse of power, and discrimination. And on a larger scale, the issues related to the effect of colonization on people's lives and the cause for independence. So these novels later on indirectly became the inspiration to start the Philippine independence. So the more definition of el filibusterismo. So the one who, eager for the independence of the country, resorts to various extra legal proceedings in order to reach the objective that he pursues by Wenceslao Retana, and someone who works for the separation of our overseas provinces by Spanish colonial government. So with these definitions, one will have an idea about the plot, what is El Fili is about. It deals with, again, subversion. It pictures the lives of people under an oppressive regime. It narrates the struggles of every Filipino fighting for independence. And the theme and plot of El Fili was changed to convey the message that the present system of the government in the Philippines through corrupt officials dominated by the priors can lead to the downfall of the continuation of this is the Spanish system because one of the historians have also mentioned if you do not have a good intention, if you are not going to have a reform, then your Spanish system here in the Philippines will have a downfall because people will start revolting or fight against you. And also, this novel is also dedicated to Gomburza. So Rizal, in all the years of his studies, travels, and labors in foreign lands, had not forgotten the martyrdom of Father Gomez, Burgos, and Zamora, which Pasiano related to him when he was a mere lad in Calamba. That's why Rizal have known the story of the martyrdom of Gomburza because Brother Pasiano is in friend with Father Burgos. He is I think he is living with Father Burgos. That's why when Brother Pasiano told him everything about Father Burgos, he was inspired. But upon knowing the execution of Gomburza, he um, he knew that there is something wrong with the friars. Yeah, we have the accused of being the filibusters as what the Spanish colonial government defines el filibusterismo. The accused of being filibusters. So again, Rizal, he really expressed his high regard for the priest who became victims of the evil that he is trying to fight. So, in case if you forgot the names of the three priests, we have Mahoha and Gombrosa. Like, there is no written rule about this. Mahoha is acceptable because it is the first names of the three priests. So, in case you forgot the first names of the three priests, you just align this Gom, Mariano Gomez, Bur, Jose Burgos, Jacinto Zamora. Like Mahoha is, as what you have remembered, was an issue, an an answer to the PBB. It was an issue way back then. But for me, I think it is creative when it comes to remembering the three priests, the first names of the three priests. And again, there is no written rule about Gumbursa being the only one that can name the three priests. So, giving a glimpse about what happened to Gombursa, they just fight for the secularization. Like they want the Filipino priests to have rights. They want to um, the other Filipino priests be able to lead on religious practices or any religious activities. Because even though these three priests have the title, they can do those kind of religious activities, they want to give uh, those opportunities to other Filipinos. But other friars doesn't like that idea. So um, when there was a situation where there is an ongoing revolt on their place, there is General Izquierdo. So General Izquierdo, he focused on investigating about the revolt of the workers. So the friars and General Izquierdo they try to connect these situations. Gomburza fighting for the secularization, then the revolt. They tried to connect. They tried to um, tell the everyone that Gomburza are the leaders of the revolt. That's why they were executed. So that is about why Gomburza was executed. There was a conspiracy between the friars and General Izquierdo. And additional, the Filipinos before was given rights to improve themselves, to learn, but upon the coming of General Izquierdo in the Philippines, all those good opportunities for Filipinos were erased because he didn't let a school be established for the Filipinos. So, continuing relevance. Yeah. According to Renato Constantino, our historian, he wrote about the relevance of Rizal's teachings, where he said the importance of Rizal's ideas for our generation has a twofold basis. First, the applicability to present day problems, and second, their inspirational value. Because because the conditions he described are are the conditions that we see around us. The characters he portrays are the people we continue to meet, just in different roles. Just like in Noli Tangere, the friars can be the corrupt government officials. Sisa being present nowadays can be seen as a wife who experienced domestic abuse. That's why she became insane. So it is up to us in the present day to give meanings to this literary piece. So next is the themes of the Elfili. So first, revolution as a means of social change. Um, when uh, when we have the characters like Simon, Simon is the filibuster on the story who encouraged the Principalia class to abuse the poor, so that the latter would be driven to revolt. His character may be interpreted as someone who represents the Filipino revolutionaries that supported the idea of bloody revolution. Simon's failed uprising were interpreted as Rizal's despising violence. Rizal, again, together with the same perspective of Marcelo del Pilar, they only wanted reform and assimilation that others failed to see. Like the friars thought that they are on the same page of Andres Bonifacio, bloody revolution. But again, Rizal only wanted reform and assimilation, like a collaboration, be given equal rights that others failed to see. So we have, according to historian Ambet Ocampo wrote, Simon failed, not because Rizal was against the revolution, but because he reflected on anger and bitterness in his heart following the agrarian dispute in Calamba, and realized that one must start with a good intention to succeed. On leadership and governance, it can be easily seen on El Fili the importance of national sentiment to guard the society against all kinds of injustices and oppression. Like Basilio, who didn't support Simon in overthrowing the government despite suffering from them. Yeah. On education and language, both Simon and Basilio is fighting for the establishment of school But for Basilio, he always wanted the Filipinos to learn Spanish language. But Simon is against to it because it will lose their national identity. But again, Basilio believed that through education, he would be able to alleviate the lives of his fellow Filipinos. That education and science would save the country from its present situation and not revolution, not bloody revolution. And we have Filipino youth in the character of uh, Padre Florentino. Rizal saw the youth as the future of the country because one day they will lead the nation and challenge the government, just like what Basilio and we have Isagani did, organizing themselves and unite. Yeah, we I also have seen um my other students, especially criminology. Like I asked them um what law, what amendments in the Philippine Constitution, or any ideas of laws that they want to add or they want to amend, and I can see from their answers that they really know what to do. They really know what is happening, the issues, and it is better than what I have seen from the news. They have this wonderful idea to help the problems of those who don't have any opportunities in life, like about agrarian, on tax, and the rights. They have these again wonderful ideas, but comparing it to other government officials, it is really questionable that they have this kind of bills that I can see on the news. So I believe that um, giving constructive criticisms to the government officials is a must. Never settle, never settle. Always ask for um, res- um, always ask for their promised statements to the Filipinos. Do not be resilient, but they should be accountable. Always look for their actions, their promised. They should be accountable. The government officials must be accountable. Never be resilient because it has a negative effect to the Filipinos, to the nation. How can we improve? How can Andres Bonifacio, his goal to the Philippines, be maginhawa, being able to live, uh, what can I, uh, to feel what is freedom is, what it feels good to be a Filipino citizen living in a country with no much problems experiencing. I have rights. That's what Andres Bonifacio is fighting for. Able to feel or being maginhawa. So again, um, government officials always remember they should be accountable. Look for their solutions for such, for example, disasters or problems that we may encounter in the future. And never be afraid on giving constructive criticism because the government is there to serve the public. And for more readings, please do read the characters and the plot of Elfili. So that would be all, and thank you.